Hi guys, as Liz Truss launched her new Headbangers People's Front of Judea from within the Conservative Party, and as the Prime Minister was egged into making a bet with a charlatan who calls himself a journalist, Labour MP Jess Philips was saying exactly what's on the minds of normal people watching this slow train wreck that is the Tory government. She attacked here Truss and Sunak. However, she did commend the government for achieving one thing: getting a passport published on time. Thanks to my friend Mike H on Twitter for putting these clips together of a beautiful roasting Jess delivered to the Tories as she appeared on the Politics Live show.
And he needs to show a bit of strength. I mean, I'd kick Liz Truss out of the party if I was him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with a bit of lively intellectual debate?
You're not getting it from Liz Truss.
I just put that forward as a notion.
He's not a gambling person, but you do get taken by surprise.
He was a hedge fund manager. He literally took part in a gamble that actually was part of the process for the financial crisis. I'm not a gambling man. I mean, what kind of hedge fund manager is he then if he's not a gambling man? Cheek recently because my passport arrived within a week and I couldn't believe that a system actually worked. So I felt like I'd won the lottery. Like, nothing works. I mean, this is great. The most basic administrative system I can get a passport, which was made, incidentally, in a different country.
Wonderful. It's always a pleasure to listen to Jess Philips. Now, back to the main points she made about Liz Truss, the gambling man and the passport. So Liz Truss, why the heck didn't Rishi Sunak kick Liz Truss out of the party? When he took over, he could have made a clean break. He could have put massive distance between himself and Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng by removing the whip, saying these people have trashed the economy, they need to be punished, remove the whip and move on. But he didn't, because he's spineless. Now, he eventually did when he kicked her out of her position as Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, but that was at a very late stage. The damage had already been done. So he could have done it before and he didn't. But when it came to Liz Truss, immediately after him taking over, he should have done that. Stamped his authority, said, look, we're moving in an opposite direction. We're not going to entertain this sort of headbanger mentality within the Conservative Party. The adults are in charge. The children need to go home. And he didn't do that. He's allowed her to build up a base, to build up support. And then recently she started her new organisation. Now, the second part about him not being a gambling man, yes, Jess Philips is completely correct here. He was a hedge fund manager. I think he worked for Goldman Sachs for a while. That means gambling with people's pensions, gambling with people's life savings. So, to suggest that he's not a gambling man when he made a bet with this charlatan, it's just beyond pathetic. You have been a gambling man, and it was a very bad move. The optics were pretty terrible. And it showed that Rishi Sunak is not a real politician. He's not able to think on his feet. He's not able to realise, okay, this person is trying to manipulate me into doing something. As I said at the time, Rishi Sunak should have just said, look, I'm not playing that game. I'm taking this issue seriously. I'm not getting into bets and stuff like that. I'm going to resolve this problem. I'm not interested in playing your games. He should have said something like that, but he's not a clever politician. And finally, the passport on time. Yes, the NHS is collapsing. Schools are literally crumbling, but at least you got your passport. And Jess points that out. The irony of that, and the irony that it's produced abroad. The new blue or black or whatever colour it is, sovereignty passports. The benefit of Brexit. Remember, Boris Johnson and others said, look, we finally found a Brexit benefit. We can have our own passport that is worth less than before, but it's blue or black. And unfortunately, it's not produced in the United Kingdom. It's produced in France or in Poland. It's produced in countries in the European Union. But it's always good to see a bit of roasting, and well done to Jess Philips for that. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.